Ready. What up, G?
Dude,
Yo.
get this. I was 7 years old.
Yeah.
I went up to my parents and I told them, I really want to play soccer. And I was terrified to request this. But they were so loving and they're like, okay, let's find a team to get you on. And so we did all that. We registered and we showed up. And I remember feeling so shaky in my body. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I don't know the people, right? And we go, and my dad sits down with me on the grass, and he's just like, listen, whenever you're ready, you can jump in. You go when you feel you're ready to go. And I could feel like this pressure to jump in,
Mm.
but also this feeling of like, I don't feel ready. And so I'm sitting there watching the other girls run and do drills, and the coach is like so sweet. And I'm observing, observing, observing. And it takes me 3 practices to actually get up from my dad's lap. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready. Like I'm sick of just sitting. Like I need to do this. I want to do this. And I jump up and I can feel, when you have so much energy running through your body that you're like, I could run like 1,000 laps with this energy. That's my cat yells at me. Um, and so I get up and I walk towards the group of girls, and they're just like so inclusive. And we just start these soccer drills, passing the ball. And I remember feeling this powerful, like, I did it feeling. And after that, I was like, good. I was, the fixed energy, right? Like when we're good, we're good. And when we like something, we stick with it.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. And I'm so grateful for younger me to jump in when she was ready
Yeah.
and to jump in because after that, age 7 up until 24, I played soccer. And it was one of the most important spaces that I got to cultivate. And it actually like really influences the fact that we do therapeutic theater
Right.
groups, the impact of groups on us. And so our Taurus moons can be like, I need to wait this out a little bit and observe and make sure that I'm ready. And it's actually a beautiful boundary that I created when I was 7,
Yeah.
not knowing, but fully like in it. And I wasn't ready until I was ready. And so this leads into our beautiful conversation that we're going to have surrounding this topic.
I love this story. One, I had no idea that you just like just sat for 3 practices because every time I hear you talk about soccer, I know it was monumental for you.
Yeah.
And I mean, I could just feel the energy behind it. And then to hear this, that you were terrified to even begin.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful because sometimes you just like need a minute.
Right.
Like you gave yourself that minute, however long it is for you, it was 3 practices, and then you were ready. You were fully in.
Yeah.
So, oh wow, where else in your life are you just needing a minute
Mm,
and
right.
then you're just ready to go?
Yeah. That's a great question.
Why whisper?
Because I felt the questions.
Yes, I love it. It's pretty big. Yes, yeah. So like whenever I hear a story that really resonates with me, right? Like I'm like, I obviously, like I hold myself accountable. I'm going to do the reflective thing of where else in my life am I needing a minute? Where
Yeah,
else in my life do I need to press pause before I'm ready to move forward? There's
right.
a lot of me, like I'm pushing pause here and pause here and pause here and stop button here, pause here. Like I'm just like pulling everything back and I'm like, you know what?
Mm,
Calling all my energy back to me. I'm no longer allowing you to push through this boundary. And if you continue, like you're just allowing me to see that this is not going to change. And
mm,
so I'm retracting my energy and moving forward when I know I'm ready. And
yeah.
I'm not going to be apologizing for moving forward without certain scenarios in my life. So this is a beautiful, reflective moment for me too. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Really
Appreciate that.
powerful. Storytelling is fucking
It's
so
so
powerful.
powerful, dude.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
such a gift to like get to tell your story and then also be witnessed in that. Huge. Yeah.
So I'm curious, Liz, where else, only what you want to share?
Yeah.
Where else in your life are you pressing pause or like needing a minute before you know you're ready to move forward? Or
Mm.
where are you sort of like unsure that and you won't be moving forward, right? Because that's important and just as powerful too.
Yeah. Yeah, that is. Well, something that I've noticed about myself is is that like when I love something, I jump full throttle into it. If it has to do with like a hobby or um like North Node, like we jump into things fully
Yeah.
pretty quickly. I mean, we do reflective stuff and prepare, but like if something lights us up, we are like there.
Yeah.
So in those realms, I tend to jump quickly,
Yeah.
even if I'm like really scared. And I think I've built that practice up over the years. Like I remember when I was doing the domestic violence prevention groups, like those were terrifying for me every time, but I jumped in fully and it helped me. It was almost like exposure therapy. It helped me face the parts of me that wanted to pull back and were scared to be vulnerable and scared to like potentially get rejected in the process. So that was really helpful. And I still feel that younger me who can get really scared when there's new things. And I would say in particular, like the area of romantic relationships. That area, I haven't tended to jump wholeheartedly in. That's more of a let me wait and see and witness and process and sometimes overthink and not actually like be fully in it in the way that I deeply desire. Like that's been a pattern for me in romantic relationships. And so in that sense, I want to jump more into that wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
That's the area that I'm like, I can be back and forth and one foot in, one foot out. Like that's been a pattern of mine in the past. And I'm ready to not do that and to commit, first commit to myself, right? Like that's the first commitment that we deeply need to make surrounding, okay, what is important to me inside of like building a romantic partnership? And how am I going to support myself in that? What do I need to do? Oh, I need to be like radically honest with the person. I need to check in with myself. I need to make sure that I'm holding myself to boundaries that I need for myself. Like that, those are boundaries. Boundaries are not like, oh, the other person needs to do this. No, boundaries are what do I need to do to stay in alignment with me because I've had challenges in making sure that I'm prioritizing myself
Yeah.
outside of a relationship. That's on me. That's not on the other person,
Right.
you know? So it's interesting to think about how it's been a slower experience or a more hesitant experience with romantic relationships and how that actually has reflected fears within me of getting close to somebody, fears within me of can I still have boundaries in a romantic relationship? Right? Like it's so much easier to have boundaries when you're not with somebody. You don't need to worry about that because you're just with you.
Right.
So I would say that, in general, I do jump fast and hard. Uh, and then when it has come to romantic relationships, it's been more hesitant, more slower. That's shifting a lot too, though. Or I jump, I've been known to jump too quickly and commit too quickly, but it's to the fantasy and illusion of the like honeymoon stage of romantic relationships,
Mhm.
right? So, recalibrating so that I'm paying attention to the relationship, the person, and also myself, that takes time, right?
Yeah.
And that takes attending to the things that you need to attend to inside of yourself.
Hmm. Hmm.
So yeah, those are the places that I see um different rhythms of that. How about for you?
Where in my life am I pressing pause?
Yeah. Or where in your life do you want to jump right in?
I don't want to jump into anything.
Okay. It's it's that season, huh?
Yes, yeah. I'm moving with intention
Huh.
in certain areas of my life, and in other areas I'm really pressing pause. Um for instance, with my job, especially the last couple of weeks, it's just been very clear, like, okay, the job itself is not going to change.
Yeah.
It's going to be a stressful ball of chaos. How do I change how I show up? Where can I withdraw my energy? Um, and where am I okay with, or when am I okay with leaving? Um, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. When am I okay with leaving? I am recognizing the false sense of security I've created
Hmm.
with this position, but also within the dynamics of the people there, you know,
Yeah.
um, and understanding, no, this isn't what I want to be doing, and that's okay. Um, I too have jumping forward into relationships. I too have gone full throttle. Was all in.
Yeah.
But also like that takes like bravery, and that's a
Oh
that's
yeah.
a glorious risk that I look back on and I'm like, I was brave enough to say like I'm all in. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Um and where it did not serve me.
Right. For sure.
You probably shouldn't have taken your time on that. Probably shouldn't have done that. Okay. Um and but also like that's one of my favorite things about me is that like I make really bold decisions really quickly sometimes, and I after being burned so many different times, I'm just in the space of I'm okay with taking my time right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
In regards to how many text messages or how many times I get yelled at or whatever, like that's fine. Like you do you, I'm gonna do me.
Hmm.
Um I have I know that what I'm about to say can potentially come off as really controversial. Um, and this decision was not made lightly. This decision was really taken into consideration of all aspects of how the ripple effect would be in my life if I follow through with it. And so I have decided to not travel for my grandmother's funeral.
Yeah.
I've decided to not be there. Um, to travel um, with my body already at a current stressed out state. I have hardly had solid food for like 10 days. Um, to travel at this state of where I'm at would potentially put me at risk for getting really sick.
Yeah.
Um, uh, the recovery time that I would need after getting back is, I know it's a minimum of a week. And I'm like, that would cause me to miss work. Would that cause more stress? Right? Like there's so many nuances to this decision. And I was legit prepared for being disowned by my family.
Mm.
I was legit prepared for that.
Yeah.
Um, I was prepared for a massive argument. I was prepared for gossiping. And that could be happening on the back end, and that's fine, but I'm not getting swooped up in it. I'm not worried about it. I'm like, I made this decision for me. And if you don't understand it, then that's what you don't understand. Um, and how I'm coping and how I'm taking care of myself. Clearly, I'm in pink lighting. Clearly, I've got some green sunglasses to continue to maintain a calm nervous system as best as I can. Like, I can't control when shit hits the storm, but I can control me as best as I show up. Like, what does that mean? That also means saying no to people.
Yeah.
It means saying no to events. That means saying no to, like, how many times did I say no to you last week? That was hard,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
There were other big parties and work parties that like I said no to. Like
Yeah.
going out to lunch with somebody this weekend, I had to say no to. Like that all goes back to when you were 7 and sitting on your dad's lap and you just needed to press pause. You needed your minute. And we don't always understand what is going on in somebody else's life.
Mhm.
We don't know the ins and outs of how they navigate life.
Right.
And so when I'm saying no to people, I also need to be prepared for a potential blow up or potential gossip or
Yeah.
potential blah, blah, blah. And also to not get swooped up in it. It's not for me to force them to understand. It's for me to understand me, and it's for me to navigate my life for me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really important. I'm glad you're taking care of yourself and saying no, you know, like that's,
Easy. It's not like I had to let a lot of people down last week, like a lot.
yeah, I get that. It's not easy, especially if you, I mean, I know we've talked about it's really hard to disappoint people,
Yeah.
you know, um, and also like people do understand. Like I totally understood you not being able to go to Andy's birthday party. Shout
Yeah.
out to Andy. Um, we all understood it, you know, and yet I get holding space for like that sadness that you couldn't be there.
Right. Like there was that part of me that's like, oh no, I can muster up the energy and then go and like be there and show face and then like what if I just stayed for like 15 minutes and then left? Like that's yes. And what is the ripple effect that it would do to my body?
Right.
Because once I'm there, I would want to stay.
Of course.
And oh, it's easy. No, I'm fine. No, it's true. No, I didn't think that I would have the energy, but here I am. And then when I get home, what does that look like? And then needing to work the following day. Like, what does that look like?
Yeah.
Like living with something, I don't want to say chronic because I believe that I will fully heal this. Living in a current space in my life that is truly asking heightened awareness and tuning in and listening, it's it's not always easy.
No.
And sometimes it is. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I got this. I got this. I'm doing great. I got this. And then other days, not so much.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's a ebb and flow with it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hmm. Let's see. Check-ins? We're kind of doing check-ins right now.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else that has stood out to you about this last week?
Mm, I mean, as I'm looking at like Mount Everest on my
On your
bed now,
yeah.
it's another reason that I'm like doped up with like, okay, let's keep it calm and chill and as best as we can. I'm, I know a couple episodes ago, I mentioned that I was going to be redoing my closet.
Yes, you did mention that.
I did not effectively plan this.
Oh, did you jump right in?
I did. I did not sit on the sidelines like I probably should have. I mean, however, I did wait until the thing arrived. I,
Hey,
but I didn't think it through and I didn't begin planning. So this is great. Um, I removed all the clothes and so they're now on my bed. I took down the third. I swear they've been in here for like 30 years. The initial wire racks,
oh yeah.
they were gross, bro.
Yeah.
I am glad that they are out. Removed those, patched up the walls. I saged the space, and then we
Nice.
begin painting. So one coat of paint is done. But by the time Janine and I were finished, shout out Janine, thank you. Uh, it was like 7:30, which is usually
Uh,
my begin to wind down time for bed. And I
yeah.
was like, what do I do with all the clothes?
Oh. Oh. What did
So,
you do with them?
I picked up all the piles and moved them to, the floor.
Yeah.
And then this
As
morning I was like,
kids.
well, shit, now I gotta move them back to the bed.
Yeah.
Like the intention is to go through and really, really declutter. Like there's a lot of clothes that I've picked up that I don't wear. So I get to go through them after this call. And then I'll continue with the second coat of paint. And I hope to at least fully build the shelf that I have gotten for my closet. I am doing things a little bit weird. I don't know if you know me, but I'm a little bit weird.
What? That's not you at all.
I bought a really big bookshelf.
Dude, you're so weird, and I fucking love it.
To me, I'm just normal is overrated. Like,
It
why?
really
I
is.
spent so much fucking energy trying to fit in and trying to be normal. And then, thank God I almost died because now I just don't give a fuck. So
Dude,
true. I
that's
never
such
give a
that's such a such a powerful, morbid statement.
I know. No,
Which
but
is, it
seriously,
reminds me, dude, remember at Awaken? And I was like, we were after the breath work, and I asked you, I was like, how did it go for you? And
I died.
I died.
But I found my answer.
It reminded me of that. That's so so good.
Yeah, at least I found my answer.
Yeah,
Listen, I'm just gonna be me. Fuck
I
everything.
love it. I love it.
Thank you. I appreciate you letting me just be me.
Yes,
Yeah, and now I have fun things like a disco ball installation in my kitchen.
which is badass.
Great. Exactly. I am just going to unapologetically be me. So
Yes.
thank God that I almost died because I wouldn't have come to this space in my life had that event not happen.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful
It
and
is.
strange. but also beautiful. So
Yes.
anyway, back to my story of my closet is that I bought a really big bookshelf that I'm so excited to build, but the bookshelf is not meant for books. The bookshelf is going to be for my shoes and for my purses and for all of my athletic wear.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like I'm trying to be smart and effective and efficient with my storage. And then I bought these iron rods, like industrial iron rods to hang my clothes because that matches the black part of the bookshelf. So I'm like,
Nice.
okay, I might as well just like continue with the theme of strange dungeon happening in my closet. Like, might as well keep going.
That's a great theme.
I do, I'm just now thinking that it looks like a dungeon, but I mean, I'll figure out a way to like make it fun.
Yeah,
So
sure.
yeah, yeah, I'm just trying, like, I would much rather I would much rather create a space that reflects me and fun and calming and party in the backyard, aka the kitchen,
Mhm.
um, than to try and like continue with, oh, I'm supposed to do it this way because this is how it is supposed to be done.
Yeah, that's
Like,
all.
who says it's supposed to be this way? Who says all my walls should be white or all my walls should be gray?
Right.
Who says the couch should be tan?
Right.
Like, great.
Your
Some people,
choice.
like, if that works for you, that's beautiful.
Sure. Yeah.
Clearly, it doesn't work for me. Like, I, I'm
Clearly that you're not conventional.
a little bit weird. I'm a little bit quirky. What did I
Yeah,
say?
it's great.
I was like, wait, I was telling Janine a story and I was like, okay, so when I was little, I used to be really quirky. And she's like,
She's like, when you were little, you mean always?
all right, leave me alone.
Oh, that's so good. I'm so glad you're celebrating and honoring what you want and how you want to express your space.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
And if I want to change my mind, like if I paint the closet white and I want to change my mind, I get to change my mind. Like,
totally.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What
Mhm.
about you? How was your week? What's going on with you?
How was my week? I was a ball of anxiety.
Oh, why? What's happening?
I've been processing some like really big things. Um, I when did I meet with my spiritual mentor? It was like Sunday, last Sunday. No, last Monday.
Mm,
Uh, I realized this very big thing that has completely like shifted me. So I've talked a little bit about, my trauma from the molestation when I was 4.
yeah.
And so I want to give props to the body language technique.
Mm,
Dave, like this practice has really helped me deepen my awarenesses of my unconscious and also um, has helped me become a better therapist because of what I'm learning in my own experience with the unconscious.
yeah.
Been massive. Um, so I have this fantasizing part that was created out of, I believe, the molestation. And then what I also realized was I witnessed my younger sister being born. I was in the delivery room, seeing
Hmm.
my mom have her, and it was
Yeah.
absolutely terrifying for me.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
was just like overwhelmed, overstimulated. And I got to this somatic realization. That's what I'll call it.
Mhm.
It's that I believed, I internalized at that young age that life was too overwhelming and that life would not nourish me.
Yeah.
And I was like, whew, okay. I learned that at age 4. Um, So what happened after that, because we are so resilient, we end up creating these different aspects of ourselves to adapt to the stress of our environment. We just naturally do that. And it's really important that we do that because if we didn't do it, we wouldn't probably survive.
Right, right.
And so I created this fantasizing part that would, one, project into the future, like way future, so that I wasn't in the present. And two, would fantasize about, well, if my parents were this way, then I would feel love, right? If my parents attended to me in this way that they weren't, but that I deeply desired, then I would be more present, right? So it was this like projection and also incorporated me having some sense of control when life just felt so out of control,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The other part inside of this part is that I realized more recently was the fantasizing part believes that if she fantasizes about something, then it needs to be created in the exact way that she fantasizes about it. So this sort of magical thinking,
Okay.
rigid thinking, fear-based, I need to control
Yeah,
my life,
yeah.
right? And so I've seen this part throughout my life come in and protect me and protect me in ways, I mean, especially early on that I needed. And I'm still processing like grief and like anger around missing out on things that I really wanted. But I was so engaged in the fantasizing that I wasn't fully present in my life in those ways. And and so I wasn't intellectualizing about this. I was feeling these deep somatic, old feelings from the past. And that's what gave me the wisdom of this. It wasn't me mentally like going through things. It was me like feeling so much and being like, I don't know why I'm feeling this in my body. And I can't make sense of it with words right now, but I'm just going to keep feeling. And that's where like that deep work can happen because you're being with you're basically traveling back in time and being with the unprocessed emotional experience that you had that you pushed down because you couldn't handle it. And we don't have capacity for that when we're that young, and that's okay, right? Um, it's all a part of the process of deconstructing these things inside of ourselves and also fe feeling our feelings. Like simply put, feeling our feelings, though it's not simple. Um, but yeah, so I I realized that when that part would be active, I would end up blowing up relationships, pushing people away, and not being grateful for what I have right here, right now. And you know what that does when you are doing those things, when you are present, when you're in something and it's anxiety producing or like you really don't have control over other people. But that part helped me try to bypass the very truth that there's ambiguity in life, that we have to sit in that we don't have control over other people, that we don't have control over like the grand scheme of things. We have agency always, but there's things that are very much out of our control. And and so I'm sitting in that now because I've been working with that fantasizing part, and she's now not being in that same role because I gained that awareness.
Mm.
And so what's coming to the surface are all the fears around um, noticing that I don't have control and actually like moving towards surrendering and understanding my own agency, but being in my body instead of in my head more, you know? And it's been really hard, but it's also been really powerful and has created peace inside of myself and made me recognize that I have been addicted to perfectionism. I've been addicted to being in some sort of process because there's this mindset that if I uncover everything inside myself, then I will become perfect. And it's just not true. And actually, it reinforces more pain and more beliefs around I'm just not good enough as who I am,
Yeah.
right? So, all that being said, it has been an intense week somatically, and I wasn't getting great sleep. That's what happens sometimes when I'm processing a lot. It's just like my mind, my body can't settle enough. And that's okay. I recognize that this is needed. And also me being aware of when I start obsessing over a process is going to be important because it's easy to be addicted to a process. It's not a substance. I can't just like, obviously, substance abuse is hard too, completely. I don't want to like downplay that. But it's this different thing that I'm working with where I can go unconscious and not recognize that I'm doing that again.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been really good. And it's created um this experience of how do I put this? Recommitting to myself in a way that allows me to be present here and now more and also appreciate what is here, like right in front of me, right? Not like 100 steps ahead, maybe a couple steps ahead, but man, I can just like settle into here and now, and that's okay. So yeah, that's what happened this last week.
A lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm grateful for it.
Mm.
And it's been very hard. Both.
Yeah, something that you said to me before we started recording was it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah.
And in the healer world, in the personal development world, like I see, I have done it myself. That I keep enrolling or I keep like, oh, okay, this is the thing that's going to make me better. This is the thing that's going to heal me. This is the thing that's like, and yes, that has merit to it.
Yeah.
That you were called to that thing for a reason, and it's beautiful. And
Yeah.
sometimes we can overdo it. Sometimes we don't know when to say when. So, like when do you say when? When do you stop? When is it enough? When are you enough? When can you recognize that you're enough?
Yeah.
I know for sure that the body language technique is absolutely going to be pivotal for me when I have the space, when I'm able to have the room to learn it.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful that I haven't jumped in yet because I want to be able to really give it time, space, and energy so that I can learn it effectively.
Yeah.
And
It's-
I see how it's changed you and I see how you facilitate. And I'm like, oh, this is amazing stuff that you're learning,
Yeah.
that you're able to implement. And like, I can see how it's changed you
Mhm.
and knowing when to say when.
Right. Yeah.
I do not have the capacity at
Yeah.
this point in time to take it on. And so to say now, right now, was difficult because I know I could feel the energy behind it. I'm like, oh God, I know but I gotta press pause. Like,
Yeah.
right? Like I'm having my moment like on the sidelines, right? Like I'm like, okay, charging my batteries. I'm getting ready to like go full throttle. And so, yeah, how do you know when you're in that space of trying to fix yourself
Yeah.
versus no, this is a helpful skill to continue growth and expansion.
Yeah.
How do you know when you're in that space? Especially because like we're in a society of well, are you certified? Did you get a degree?
Yeah. Yeah. What's your credentials?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you how do you know?
Yeah, that's a great question because I, well, okay, let's go over a few things. We are both Leos. I have a ton of Leo in my chart. I'm fucking competitive. Like, I want to be the best
Yeah.
at everything that I do. There's a lot of ego there, right? And also it's a beautiful thing to be competitive and want to improve and fine tune things and all of that. um that's been a there's been so many times where it's been a humbling experience of, oh shit, I have just completely overwhelmed myself and now I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm also resentful
Mhm.
towards other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's another thing. It it's like, see, that's where I struggle with my boundaries with myself, is when I'm go, go, go. And then luckily, like there's people around me that see me and they can say, hmm, yeah, it doesn't seem like you're doing super great. Like, what's going on? Because I can mask that pretty easily. I've been a master at masking that I'm okay when I'm not okay. I know you too. Like, we can easily do that.
Yeah.
So when I'm talking to somebody, if I'm not even aware of like I'm actually not okay, then most likely nobody's gonna catch it. But luckily, I have people like you and a few other people that are like, "Hey, are you are you okay?" And I need that. Like I need people to be like, "Are you sure you're okay?"
Yeah.
Not in a questioning like, you know, questioning how I feel necessarily, but more of, I know this about you, Liz, that you can say that you're okay when you're not okay. Like, I need people to point that out.
Right.
And when people do that, I have listened and I fall apart because I was just hanging on in some way. And it completely brought awareness to, oh, I'm actually not okay, you know? And so I think that's a big piece, having community that's gonna know you and see you and say, listen, you just went through this thing and you're acting like it's fine, but are you sure like you're okay? Are you sure you're okay? Because it doesn't seem like somebody would like anybody in your position would not be okay in that.
Right.
But you seemingly see like I see you, you know? So I would say community is super helpful. And then any hint of resentment that you feel is a good indicator that you are crossing your own boundary.
Oh yeah.
Exhaustion,
Yeah.
um, not wanting to get up and do the things that you typically enjoy doing.
Right.
Like that's been a sign for me. Using things to suppress your feelings
Yes. Yeah.
has been another one.
Yeah.
Let me just distract myself completely. But knowing that there's something like right below the surface that I
Mm-hmm.
need to attend to and I'm not attending to it, okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, big signs are when I don't listen to music.
Ooh, that's a good one, dude.
When
Yes.
nothing within music
Yes.
feels good, nothing sounds good. I just, no, I'm just gonna sit in the car and be silent.
That's a really good indicator. I get that.
Yeah. Or when I've tacked on so many things in my day and I'm beginning to over caffeinate my body so that I can get through it.
Yeah. Yeah. Using substances like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Either uppers or downers, whatever. Or the scrolling, the
Yeah.
infinite scroll, right?
Oh, yeah.
I removed TikTok from my phone for a while
Yeah.
so that I could really like reset and adjust. Why in the world do I keep clicking on some of these apps?
Yeah.
What am I avoiding?
Right.
What am I afraid to ask myself? What am I afraid to hear when I hear the answer? What am I afraid to
Mhm.
see in my life? All of those things. Really pulling back,
Yeah.
especially during the last 2 weeks that have been really difficult. I'm like, all right, your life is in chaos. What is it that you need to change? And
Right.
you're the one in charge. You get to change this.
Yeah.
Why are you choosing to do the same thing over and over again? Maybe I just need to like switch it up. Like something as simple as like taking a completely different route,
Yeah.
driving from one destination to another that you usually take the same route on.
Hmm.
Like today I went to PT and I was like, where's my GPS taking me? I don't understand what is happening. And then I was like, oh, this is just the different route. You just need to do something totally different and that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. We're along for the ride. Did I have patience driving today? No, I did not. Is that like me? No, it is not.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you, like having those people in your life to be the reflection of I see you and I know that you're not okay. How many times did I say, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm totally fine, I'm totally, and then I just started laughing, and you're like,
Yeah,
you're
you
not.
did. I was like, you're not okay.
I just started like, just like lost it, and you're like, you're not okay. I'm like, yeah, I am not okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's okay.
yeah, but
It's,
I don't like not being okay.
I know.
Yeah.
I understand that. I totally get that. And when you don't acknowledge that you're not okay,
Right. That's when it can be detrimental.
yes,
When
that
it's
you're actually not okay, even when,
right. Right, exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. When you keep ignoring it. And so,
yes.
great. Yes, I acknowledge that, yeah, I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with this. Cool.
Yeah.
What is it that I get to choose moving forward that is different, that is going to put me back into a place of alignment and ease and,
Yes.
and experiencing joy again? Because, like, I'm like, as I look at Mount Everest over here, I'm like, I'm stuck in a pattern that has me like, meh, I'm not lit up in a fun way. I used to dance every single day.
Mm.
I used to move my body. Even I was the crazy person in the car, like party. The only thing missing in my car was a disco ball. Like
That could change.
it very possibly easily. I mean, I have disco ball earrings. I could easily make a thing to like hang from my mirror.
You
Oh,
totally
I
could.
it's
Yeah.
happening. Yeah, yeah. So, and then I'm reflecting back, and I'm like, why, why am I choosing the thing that doesn't light me up?
Why are you choosing the thing that doesn't light you up?
Great question, Liz. That is a great question. Yeah, there's a part of me that is so afraid to leave. There's a part of me that is so like
Hmm.
but I'm needed in this space. And then I'm like, but am I
Okay.
really?
So you're needed in that space,
But
But
am I really? But like, here's the thing: is that like I help. I'm not gonna say this because we're recording. I'm not gonna. So I'll just say it to you on the side.
yeah,
But yeah, like I'm recognizing. I'm like, yeah,
this
yeah. I gave a
this
lot, and I'm getting back very little, and I'm okay. I'm okay to leave. I'm okay.
dude, you know what this reminds me of?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go therapist a little bit.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Okay. Here we go. I
This
can take.
this environment at work reminds me of your environment growing up.
It's a direct reflection of it. There are no boundaries. There are people literally barging into a closed door and yelling at me. Literally, it is the same exact thing.
And
It is
you
the
are
same exact,
there
and
helping,
yes,
getting some sort of value out of helping,
right.
but not being seen.
No, literally asking for help, and I have to ask for multiple things multiple times, and I'm still not. My basic needs are still not being met.
Exactly.
I know that this is, I am very well aware that this is a direct connection. I subconsciously manifested the thing. Good job, Lindsay. We get to unlearn this. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
I
And I want to say, and this is what has like changed my world with the unconscious,
know.
is that this is what we do because our unconscious runs our life.
Right.
And it's not because we're not motivated or we want something different. Like we all want something different. However, our unconscious is very powerful. And the whole thing about living is bringing the unconscious to a conscious level
Right.
and choosing, having conscious choice. But the thing is, we must go through understanding the unconscious by looking back before we can even choose something differently. And so I would love to see all of us have less shame, less judgment about ourselves, because that actually adds to putting things in the unconscious even more. When we are trying our best, and the whole format structure of life being human is that we are unconscious beings that slowly become conscious.
So how do I do the subconscious work?
Well, that's body language technique is really good at that. Really good. And then there's other modalities, there's EMDR, there's I think community is so huge in this because other people can help us see things that we can't see.
Yes.
That's massive,
Yes.
right? So
Yeah.
having a practice that allows you to be with the feelings in your body instead of bypassing them with your intellect, because you're not living in your intellect. Your intellect is your conscious mind. That's a very small percentage of where we live. The
Yes.
bigger percentage is in our bodies, which holds our unconscious. And dude, it's so powerful to recognize the patterns and be like, oh, that's why I'm doing this. I went unconscious. I engaged in this pattern that is from childhood, and here I am now. Like, let me give you an example. Okay. So I was molested when I was 4. That was internalized in my body. That dynamic in a relationship was internalized into my body.
Yeah.
Later on, when I became an adult, the first sort of like dating experiences, I picked men that were overly masculine and manipulative and abusive to some degree. Why did I pick that? Because I was still under that unconscious programming from when I was molested,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And I remember feeling so much shame over it and so much like, why am I doing this? Why is this happening? And the reality is that I went unconscious when I got into those dynamics. And I had to learn through going through those dynamics to get to the other side of, oh, it ties back to this thing. And I really need to like love myself in this and process these things that are in my body
Yeah.
that I'm not consciously choosing, but I can become conscious of and choose something differently, but I must go back to the original source. And so, I had a few experiences of like men verbally abusing me. And even one experience of a guy holding me like hostage in my own place for a night. Like it sucks. And like obviously it's terrible that he did that. And what I learned through that process was to go back to the original event, which was the molestation, along with other experiences of like being bullied and, accumulation of different experiences, and really process that, feel the feelings associated with that, and like, bring myself up to date so that I can like change the programming from that story, from that process to I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to respect myself. I'm going to love my body. I'm going to have boundaries with myself. I'm going to know when it doesn't feel safe with somebody because I learned what it's like to not feel safe with somebody. And now I'm going to learn how to feel safe with people
Yeah.
and feel safe with myself. And so I say all that. I want to share my story because it is, it brought me so much relief and peace to recognize, wow, I actually wasn't consciously choosing that. It wasn't because, I did something bad or wrong or whatever. It had so much to do with my programming early on. And I had to walk through that to get to a different programming.
Yeah.
So, whatever way that looks like to bring more awareness, and it's not just awareness, it's not just intellectual insight. Like, that's not the thing that changes it. It's like going into your body and really being with those sensations related to those events that happen and allowing yourself the space to feel those feelings. And there's body language technique, EMDR, there's people who do like ketamine treatment,
Yeah.
go beyond the mind, like psilocybin, right? It, it really, there's a lot of different ways to do it, but I just really want to emphasize how important it is to recognize that it's not because you're a bad person or you don't want to do good for yourself. Like the programming can be so strong.
Mhm.
Yeah. Did you hear my passion?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unwinding the programming, unlearning the programming. Um, it's been I since I consciously like took on healing, it's it's so deeply layered. It goes beyond just what I grew up in. Like I'm unlearning and deprogramming stuff that's in my DNA. Like
Right. Yeah.
healing the ancestral wounds, healing the like
Mm. Thank you for bringing,
generational epigenetics is huge.
yes.
It goes back easily 17 generations that we know of.
Right.
That we know of. That's a long
That's
time.
a long time. That's also really, I'm glad you brought that up because we carry with us things that aren't, they're ours, but they're not ours. Like it's like we're the ones that get to heal it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much more going on underneath the surface than uh just our conscious choice.
Right.
So much more.
Right.
Yeah. It's really relieving to know that, it's and also difficult too in its own way because there's this aspect of like, well, I really want to heal these things, but it's unconscious, so how do I do that? And we could do it. It just it takes exploration and being willing to look at yourself and be curious.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else? Oh. Um, I don't know if you saw the text, but so the joyful motherfuckers. We and I didn't talk to you about this yet, but here I am. I'll talk to you about it.
Okay. In real time.
Um, they are open and available next Sunday to join us on the podcast.
Great.
Cool. So we'll figure out a time. But yeah, the joyful motherfuckers are gonna come join us on the next episode, and we're gonna have a great conversation with them. They will tell y'all all about the events that they plan to have and how we are collaborating with them. And it's so exciting. Um, so yeah, that's happening next week. That's going to be the next episode. And what else? We don't have any upcoming workshops yet scheduled, but we will brainstorm about that.
Mhm.
And also, our website is being worked on.
Yeah.
Again, shout out to Sarah. And I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I want to shout out my friend Adam, who had this beautiful ceremony. It's called a Jukai ceremony in his Buddhist practice. And it was just incredible to witness and watch him go through that and see the commitment that he's made to his practice and the love that he has for himself. And he was given a name, and I can't remember the name right now, but that part was just like I started tearing up, and I think his name means something to the effect of like curious, compassionate something, which is really beautiful and so him. And yeah, so I just wanted to give Adam a shout out for that. That was amazing to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes. Other than that, yeah, I think we're ready to close this episode out, huh?
Yeah. Good
Okay.
job.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, audience, listeners, watchers. We love y'all, and we will see you next episode.
Bye.
Bye.